Good morning, children. Sairam, welcome back to our online class. And today in English. So, what are we going to learn today in English? Oh, yes, what we will do is let us go through an interesting story. And the name of the story is Birbal's Trip to Paradise. What is the name of the story? Birbal's Trip to paradise. Trip means going somewhere like a picnic. And what is paradise? Paradise means heaven. And what is heaven? A person can go to heaven only when the death occurs. Okay. So if the person is alive, it is not possible to go to the heaven. But here in our story, Birbal's trip to paradise, when he is alive, he went for a trip to the paradise. So let us see how did he go. And this is the lesson number 8 from your English textbook. So I hope and I'm sure that you must have heard the name Birbal. So Akbar and the Birbal. So have you heard the stories of Akbar and Birbal? Yes, I'm sure that you must have heard a lot about Akbar and the Birbal. And students, as you know that before we start the lesson, we are supposed to know about the author and the characters, right? So here in our story, though we don't have the author, but we have the narrator who is narrating the story for us. Now, before we go into the lesson, let us know something about this Birbal. Now, who is this Birbal? He was the Hindu advisor and a great poet and the singer. Now let me tell you more about the Birbal. And Birbal, he is famous for his folk tales, which focuses on his wit. Wit means his humor with intelligence, right? So let's know more about Birbal. And this Birbal or Raja Birbal, he was the Hindu advisor and the main commander of army in the court of Mughal emperor. The main commander of army means that you will say in the court of the king, that Senatipati you will say. So that is called the main commander of army. So in the Mughal emperor Akbar. So Akbar is the king. He is mostly known in the Indian subcontinent for the folk tales, which focuses on his wit. Wit means humorous. He is very funny and he uses his presence of mind to solve the problems. Birbal was appointed by Akbar as a minister and used to be a poet and singer in around the year 1556 to 1562. Now, some special qualities this Birbal was having. Let us see what are his qualities. Birbal was a popular minister in the Akbar's court. His qualities are: Birbal used to have a great sense of humor and used to impress the king with his wit and intelligence. Birbal used to have a great sense of humor. He always makes the other people to laugh. And he used to impress the king for his humor and his presence of mind, his intelligence. Birbal also had interest in with some musical touch in his writings. He had a good sense of humor and a great presence of mind. Birbal was not only known for his outstanding wit but also for his impeccable presence of mind and intelligence. So he was not famous only for his humor. He was famous for his presence of mind and with intelligence. Here are some famous, witty, and short, funny stories of Akbar and Birbal, stories that will amuse you to the core. So, children, if you have not read the stories of Akbar and the Birbal, now it's the right time to read his stories. So, his famous stories are The Crows in the Kingdom, Birbal's Khichdi, The Foolish Thief, Wise Birbal, The Farmer's Well, The Pot of Wit, Just One Question, The Hens and the Rooster. So like this there are many stories. So now quickly get the storybook of the Akbar and the Birbal, or you can watch in the YouTube also. So this is the right time to watch the story of Akbar and the Birbal. Now in our lesson we have the topic, the heading is Birbal's trip to paradise. So in the olden days, like Birbal, there are many other people also who were known for their humor. Like just like Birbal, there were others who are still known for their wit and humor, like Gopal Bhan and Tenali Rama. You know Tenali Rama? Yes, he is also very familiar. Gopal used to serve at the court of King Krishna Chandra of Nadia in Bengal, and Tenali Rama was the court poet of King Krishna Deva Raya of Vijayanagar. Right. So, along with Birbal, there were other people also were there who were known for his wit and their humor. And now, the name of the story in our English textbook is lesson number 8, Birbal's trip to paradise. Now children, I'm sure that you are ready with your English textbook. So open lesson number 8 and keep it ready. So as I read the lesson, you can follow and understand what the story is. And as you know, students, before we start the lesson, we are supposed to know about the characters of that lesson. And here in this story, in place of author, we have a narrator who is narrating the story for us. Now let's quickly zoom into the lesson. So I'll pause the video, just remove your book and keep the book ready. Yes. So in our book we have the characters. So in our story we have 4 characters. They are narrator, means the one who is narrating the story for us. Akbar, he is the emperor, king. Birbal, he is the advisor in the Hindu court, in his court. And barber, one who cuts the hair. So we have narrator, Akbar, Birbal and the barber. Now, who is this Birbal? He was the Hindu advisor. He is a great poet and a singer, and he is famous for his folk tales, which focuses on his wit. Now here for you we have a funny story, a thought-provoking story. So before I read the lesson, let me ask you, is it possible for a person who is alive can go to the heaven? No. So if you want to go to the heaven, death should occur. So this is the story. Now let us see how did Birbal reach, or he made a trip to the paradise. Now let's start the lesson. I hope you are ready with your book. Yes. Narrator. So here we have the characters: narrator, Akbar, Barber, Birbal. Narrator. A long time ago, Akbar the Great ruled India. He was the greatest of all the Mughal emperors. Akbar, he's very proudly he's telling, I am the greatest of all the Mughals. I have many advisors and countless servants, but my favorite one is Birbal. Birbal is the wittiest and cleverest man in the whole empire. So what is Akbar saying? He is having many advisors and servants, but his favorite is Birbal because he is the wittiest and the cleverest man in the whole empire. Narrator. But Birbal had enemies. Birbal was having enemies who were envious of his popularity, who were jealous of his popularity, because Akbar the king likes only Birbal. So whatever the problem is, he asks only Birbal. So Birbal is a favorite to Akbar. So other people were jealous of him. So most envious of all was the emperor's barber. Now this Akbar, the emperor, the king, he was having the barber, and he is very jealous of this Birbal. The barber knew that favor of Akbar brought fortune. So this barber was also very clever. He knew that whoever this king, whoever likes the they become a great fortune. So if the king likes the barber or the Birbal, so they become the great fortune for them. So now this barber is planning to become a favor of Akbar so that he will also get a great fortune. Now favor means friendly support or liking towards one person. So this barber wants to become the favor of Akbar. And fortune, prosperity or a large amount of money. So whoever is fortunate of Akbar, so Akbar used to gift him with lot of money. So he is the barber and he is the emperor Akbar. Now barber. Why can a barber not be the fortunate one for a change? So he is asking for himself. Why only Birbal should be a fortunate? Why a barber cannot be? I am as clever and witty as Birbal. I have good ideas. I deserve a better position. So this barber doesn't want to be a barber. He wants a better position like Birbal. He says that he is also clever and witty as Birbal. Narrator. The barber's envy turned to hatred. So the barber's jealous was increasing, and it was turning to hatred. He was started hating Birbal. He plotted for Birbal's downfall day and night. He plotted means he started thinking, he started planning for the downfall of Birbal day and night. Very soon he worked out a cunning plan. Now he got a cunning plan. One day, while trimming the emperor's beard, the barber found the courage to speak up and put his plan into action. So what happened one day while trimming the emperor's beard, he got the courage, means he was bold enough to tell the emperor about his plan. Barber, you know, your majesty, last night I dreamt of your father. So what this barber is saying? Your majesty, last night I dreamt of your father. Emperor, my father, you say, did he speak to you? So what this king is asking? He is asking, my father, did he speak to you? And now what he said? Yes, your excellency. Barber is saying, yes, your father spoke to me. He is very happy in paradise, but says that all the residents of heaven are terrible bores. He wants you to send someone to keep him amused with fine talk. Someone who is clever and witty needs to be sent. See, wow, what a plan he did. What did the barber do? Barber said, yes, your excellency, your father spoke to me. Your father told me that the residents in the heaven are terrible boring, and he wants to have somebody who is good in and who's good in humorous talk and who is clever and witty neat. So he wants that person to be sent to the heaven. Now, narrator. Now, although Akbar prized Birbal very much, he truly respected his own father. Now, what this Akbar did? Though Akbar liked Birbal very much, but he respected his own father. After a little thought, he decided to send his favorite advisor to paradise to entertain the old man he sent for Birbal. Oh, after a little thought. So after this emperor was thinking for some time and he decided to send his favorite advisor. So who is the favorite advisor? Birbal. To send his favorite advisor to the paradise to entertain his father. Now he sent for Birbal. He sent some guards for the Birbal to call him. Right? Now children, let's continue the lesson in the next video. So till then, open your textbook and read the lesson. And see you in the next class, and the lesson will be continued. Bye bye.